Hey guys, long time no see. Alright, I got a few things to talk about today. For one, you may notice that I have a different backdrop. It's not my brown chair. This is my new 6-foot tall bookcase that I made. I shot some footage the other night showing off the new bookcases that I built. Makes it sound like I'm such a carpenter. They were the kits, you know. I love getting the little furniture kits and putting them together. It's just really fun. But yeah, I have a 3-foot one right here that's got my TV on it. The top shelf that has the TV is shaped like this now. It's a little crescent shaped and getting more so all the time. But I have my AV equipment on it, and this is the really tall one that I've got. Oh, records. I've got records down here as well, and also down in the AV one, and all up in my closet. I've got records everywhere. But I feel like they're much safer here because cats aren't stepping on them and doing weird things to them. I repotted my plant, my mother-in-law's tongue. Let's see if I can swivel you a little bit here. Hey, mother. Oh, look. Violet Femme, you may recognize this. This is the scarf you gave me. And it's actually got, here we go, hang on. It's got my monkeys sitting up there, my No Evil monkeys. It's got my lamp. It looks white, but it's really pretty red satin. But there's my plant that I repotted recently. It's very happy. I'm very happy for it. Let's see, what did I want to talk about? Oh yes, I was rather mortified the other day to get an email from YouTube shaming me because I left my drink. Oh, the sun just went away. I had to pause. The sun went behind a cloud, and I suddenly was thrust into darkness. Let's see. Got my Fresca and lime. Oh, it's got a hair on it. That's hot. But yeah, the bookshelves have changed my life. It's like I have twice as much floor space in my bedroom now. It's wonderful. And I'm getting organized, and I can actually find stuff now. This shelf is purely ornamental at this point. It's just got a couple of K-Chin prints on it. I had these up in my bedroom when I was a little kid. I had more of them. They were just out of a magazine or something. And my mom put them up on our walls, and she would at night make up stories about the animals in them. And she would call them the Enchanted Forest. Stories from the Enchanted Forest or something like that. And although I don't know where the ones are from my childhood, I found these. Somebody had actually put them onto some kind of board and hodgepodged or shellacked or something, put some kind of protective coating on them. And I'm trying to show you, there's the little bun. This was, K-Chin was one of the artists that did the art that was kind of lumped in with the sad-eyed children and the big-eyed animals, the quote, pity puppies. But K-Chin's art was really quite beautiful. And not really particularly big-eyed or sad-eyed. And I just lost my son again. We're just going to have to deal with it. And although we can't see it because the sun and clouds are absolutely plotting against me today, I also have 2 of my sets of poodle mother dogs and puppies up here. Those were very popular in the 50s, for those of you that aren't hip to it. 50s and probably in through the 60s, when poodles were kind of a big thing, period. And these little ceramic sets would come out. They would have a mother dog and then 2 puppies, and she'd be wearing a collar with a chain, and it would split off and go to their little collars. And I actually have 3 sets of them. This one back here, my little pink spaghetti poodle, so called because the little coating they use to make up their little fluff kind of looks like spaghetti. And I had 2 children, I had 2 puppies, but I had them on some shelves on the other side of the room, and my mom's cat, Mister, was fond of hopping up onto that shelf. I don't know why. But I also had a trash can right underneath it, and I noticed one day that the poodle was gone and realized that he had knocked it into the trash, and the trash had already been taken by then. So one of the poodles was lost. And it was one that had really wiggy, crazy eyes, like one eye shooting off somewhere. So I'm down to just the one poodle. I'm very sad about that because these little sets are collector's items and certainly have some value. They're a little bit expensive normally, but I find them once in a while at flea markets or garage sales and stuff, and I get them cheap. I just got the black ones the other day at a flea market. Here's Mama Dog. Look at those crazy eyes. I love that face. She's got a great face. Okay, that was fascinating. I did not intend to talk about that, but there you go. You've had your education on mid-20th century tchotchkes. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, the letter from YouTube. Okay, I got this letter from YouTube. All angry and pissy with me. They had removed the trailer that I put up from, here we go again with the light, the trailer I put up from Calamity Jane. I found it on a site that many of you who are really kind of serious about making videos, or you're serious about kind of retro stuff, you know this site. It's called the Internet Archives, and basically free to the public, and it is an official library now. It's been considered an official library because just of the mass of things that they have. It's all free to the public. You can get everything from books on tape, audiobooks, to ebooks and old TV shows and old movies. You can watch them there, or you can download them. There's even different qualities. If you don't want to take a long time to download it, you can get a lesser quality. There are student-made films, things that are not professional. I think there are games, there are computer programs, there's just all kinds of stuff. And I'm such a freak, I'm like an AV freak, so I've been going there for years and watching and sometimes downloading like the ephemeral films, old school films, and some of the shorts that I show on Sleaze Cinema that are really strange or funny, or just so old-fashioned that they're funny. It makes them quaint. And that's where I found the Doris Day one, and I was so excited about it. And I wondered, because that was a fairly popular movie, and it still gets run on TV and everything, so I wondered about the copyright issues, and I actually looked into it before I ever posted it on YouTube. And the people that have provided these trailers is a company called Sabu Cat, S-A-B-U, Sabu Cat Productions. And I went to their website and I read what they had put up concerning copyright laws. And they said that anything made before 1964 is public domain. That's what it said. I wish I was at my computer. I would read it to you verbatim. But what I understood it to say, and I'll try to remember to put a link up here so you can go look at it yourself. Anything made before 1964 is now public domain. And they said that any trailer before 64 is public domain unless the company has added a new copyright date onto it. And I have tried and tried to research about copyrights, especially on movies and music. Because I'm trying to figure it out. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. I want to try to play by the rules, but also I would like to use some of this old material. Calamity Jane came out in 1953 or 54, but a good 10 years before that 1964 cutoff date. So I thought I was certainly safe, and they presented all of these as copyright-free, public domain movie trailers. So I get this angry letter from YouTube saying that Warner Brothers contacted them and said that I was using copyrighted material up there and demanded that it be taken down. They damn well took it down. They didn't even warn me. They just took it down. I looked clear at the end of that trailer, and it still has the old original 53 or 54 copyright on it. Now, albeit, this is kind of a loophole thing because Sabu Cat said unless the company has put a new copyright somewhere on it. Well, now, if they have gotten their trailers from old 16 or 35 millimeter film that was put out in 53, 54, it's not going to have a new copyright date on it. I have no way of knowing. It was presented to me as public domain. So now I've got a dirty strike against me. I'm not happy about it. I think maybe I should write to Sabu Cat about it. I don't know. If I'm breaking copyright rules, and they are too by having it up on the Internet Archives. So anyway, that was stressful to me. That is all. Bye-bye.